Hey everybody, it's Catwoman Hikes, and boy, do I have some news for you. Now, this here news, y'all aren't expecting. Well, maybe some of y'all are, but most of y'all aren't expecting this. Mostly because I wasn't even expecting this. This is surprise news, which is usually the best kind. Anyone who has followed this channel or my Facebook page or my TikTok for more than 30 seconds knows that more than anything in this world, I love the Appalachian Trail and I love the people of the Appalachian Trail. And my life is devoted to hiking sections of the trail and doing trail magic and helping hikers and following all the thru hikers every year, not in a creepy stalker way, no, but in a cheerleader, support, rah, 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 you can do it kind of way. Mentally in my head, I adopt them all, and in my head, I'm like cheering them on every year, praying for them all, every day, watching them, praying for them, supporting all the hikers in whatever limited ways I can. I need to win the lottery, actually, that'd be great, but I digress. But anyone knows, I love the trail. The trail is my life. Likewise, everyone knows I have always wanted to hike the whole trail, or at least attempt to. Everyone knows probably that the plan I had to make this happen was in 10 years when I turned 62, take that retirement check and start walking to Maine. Put all my stuff in storage and just start walking. That's like if I can't figure out how to do it sooner, that's when I'm going to do it plan. The plan I came up with currently was when I lost my job in August. Of course, I hadn't been able to find other work. So I've been surviving on DoorDash and Walmart deliveries and whatever else I can do in the meantime. And I had to get rid of everything I own and move in with a roommate in a whole other city, in a whole other state. So my plan was, okay, I was one of those weird people that actually liked living alone. But I'm like, okay, so if I need to have a roommate for this season and time, fine. I'm going to use it to my advantage. And I'm going to save for the trail. And in 2 to 4 years, I'm going to have enough money to hike the trail. So that was my reframed best case scenario plan to hike. So now we're going to take a little side trip back in time to Trail Days 2024 in May, Damascus, Virginia. Went to Trail Days for the second year in a row, this time by myself, just because I went the year before, had a great time. I went with friends, absolutely was hooked on the atmosphere and the people and the whole thing. I mean, it was trail related. It's an Appalachian Trail icon, how could I not fall in love? So went back this year and wandering through each and every, vendor booth like I do. And I came across this one booth called One More Day on the Appalachian Trail. So I stopped and talked to the lady. And if you go to my Instagram, Catwoman Hikes, there is a little video up there of me interviewing the lady at the One More Day on the AT booth. So what this is a charitable organization that will give thru hiking scholarships to first-time aspiring thru hikers. Right? Amazing, right? This is in memory of the lady's son. His name is Nate Loftus. He was an avid hiker and hiked about 800 miles of the trail. Had to get off trail for, various reasons. And ultimately, following an injury after he was off the trail, a post-trail injury, I believe, ended up getting an addiction to painkillers and just got sucked into that vortex of addiction and ultimately ended losing his life in 2019 because of that addiction. So his mom and his dad and his tramley got together and they created One More Day on the AT. And this organization helps either recovering addicts or people who have encountered extreme hardship in their life, who have encountered and overcome or are overcoming extreme hardship in their life, to help send them on their first ever through hike. Because if you're watching this channel, if you're already a hiker, you know how healing the trail is, and you know what it can do. And if you've not set foot on the trail yet, when you do, you'll find out the trail is magic. So they set up this fund in his honor. It started in 2022, and they will award one full scholarship of $6,500. They will award a partial scholarship of $3,000 if they have the budget. So this is an annual thing, and I met them and talked to them at Trail Days, and you better believe that when they started taking applications for the 2025 season, darn right I applied. Now, of course, so did probably hundreds of other people, because who wouldn't, right? What? Scholarship to hike? You're going to give me money to hike? Yeah, hello, of course. So I turned in my application, had this whole essay I wrote, turned it in, and just kind of figured that was that. Until a couple weeks ago, I got an email, hey, you're one of 5 finalists. We need to call you to set up a Zoom call for an interview with the board. Okay. Yes, let's throw the introvert on a Zoom call with multiple people. Yay. Luckily, though, it was talking about my favorite thing in the universe, the trail. So, easy peasy. Survived that. And again, 4 other finalists. Didn't think anything of it. It just is what it is. That was cool. That was fun. Yay. So, over the weekend, when I was really, really sick with a fever and bronchitis and everything else, I got a phone call. I didn't get the full scholarship, but I did get the $3,000 partial scholarship. So my surprise announcement that I sure as heck wasn't expecting was that this year, I'm going to hike the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to start at Springer, and I'm going to try for Maine. Now, yeah, I know. I only got $3,000, so funding-wise, I'm not going to get far. I'm hoping I will have support along the way. Obviously, I'm going to work as much as I can between now and my departure date. I'm hoping to have at least $4,500 total to start. And I'm hoping along the way, if enough people sign up to watch this channel and you know, supporters along the way, hopefully I can get all the way. That's my goal, to get all the way. I don't really have a plan as to how that's going to happen. I'm just going to wing it. This opportunity was just thrown in my lap. Boom. So how can I not take it? Right? It's like God said, hey, you thought you were going to do this in 3 years. Nope, you're doing it now. Boom, here you go. So on a wing and a prayer, I'm walking out the door in March. And I'm going to give it a go. Now, y'all know, if you've been around a while, I've done everything up to Fontana Dam, 1 weekend at a time. But I'm going to start all over from scratch. It's like I said, even though logically speaking, it doesn't look like I can make it all the way to Maine with circumstances as they are right this second. But clearly, circumstances can change on a dime. I literally just moved to coastal South Carolina, way away from mountains, to save money for this. And suddenly, here it is. I have the chance to do it now. Okay. Things can change on a dime, so just because it's kind of crazy and I don't know how it's all going to work out, you know what, so what? A wing and a prayer. God provides, the trail provides. I will get as far as I'm meant to. I mean, I want to go all the way to Maine, and we all know I tried to climb Katahdin over the summer, and that didn't quite go well. I mean, it was great until I had to, you know, call it before reaching to the top, but so yeah, I got to go back and try it again. That's the goal. But however far I get, it's going to be an adventure. Absolutely an adventure, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be challenging, and it's going to be cold, and it's going to be wet, and it's going to be muddy, and it's going to be hot, and it's going to be sweaty, and it's going to be exhausting, and it's going to be so much fun, y'all. Okay, so the announcement was, of course, I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail. Surprise! Surprise to you, surprise to me, surprise! The important question, though, is why am I hiking the trail? Besides the fact that, oh, it's the Appalachian Trail, it's cool, it's fun, it's, the thing I love. Besides that, there's actually really important reasons that I'm doing it, that drives me to do it. I am hiking the trail to encourage. I am hiking the trail to inspire. And I am hiking the trail to demonstrate. I'm hiking to show people who come from backgrounds of abuse and brokenness and mental struggle, spiritual struggle, people who come from places of darkness, that it is possible to build your life, to either rebuild or build for the first time your life, and to shine and to thrive and to go for your dreams, even when it's illogical, even when you think, I can't do this. Yeah, you can. You'll surprise yourself. My job, my mission is to show people you can thrive and sparkle and shine and have a marvelous time and do things you never thought you could do. Regardless of whether, circumstances are ideal or not, how you can create an amazing life for yourself and how you can make your dreams come true or work toward making your dreams come true and create new dreams along the way. And, I want to give people hope. I'm going to do a second video at some point going into my story and more in depth about why I'm hiking and how the trail has helped me, how I've seen it help others, and my story in general. But that's the gist of it. I grew up in an abusive childhood. From the time I was born, a string of abusive marriages. I am a living country song, y'all. I just don't have a truck or a dog. But other than that, my life has been a country song, y'all. And yet, by the grace of God and by a series of miracles and hard work and all kinds of stuff, my life is amazing. It's not perfect, Again, I'm living in a rented room and have no real job, but my life is beautiful. And I'm fixing to do a beautiful thing that I wasn't expecting to be able to do, right? So my goal is to inspire, regardless of circumstances, regardless of background, regardless of whether you had a great childhood, a horrible childhood, whether your adulthood has been shattered and decimated and you're literally in a gutter, or if you're very comfortable somewhere but still somehow miserable, your life can be beautiful. And I hope to give you hope and inspire you and encourage you and cheer you along. So that's my news. Y'all follow along and let's see what happens next. Have a great day, and remember, live, love, hike.